Okay. Now, if we move on, I think we've got about maybe another 5 minutes, and we'll open it for Q&A. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to run through some of the things in box 2, and then just to kind of show you more ways by which you can improving your prompting. You can so priming your prompt is about giving it examples to actually give it an idea about what you're trying to do. And giving it more, like, some of the things that we did in the prompt already were to prime it, like, I'm looking for an SUV, I'm looking for a used car versus a new car. So this is where you're beginning to really start giving attributes and more information to the model, so it gets more and more and more specific to solving the problem and answering the question that you're looking for. And then you can start using you can tweak your prompt with qualifiers and adjectives and adverbs, intensifiers and negatives. So here's an example. Give me some examples. Give me few examples. Give me all examples, or give me all models. You can say adjectives like large, exciting, happy, punchy. So you could actually use show me only exciting models. I don't want just a list of just the 10 models. I just want to know the exciting models. Now, it might ask you, might have a follow-on question. How do you define exciting? But you could say, give me all the loud models. Like you're interested in bikes, motorcycles, and you want only the loudest motorcycles. So you could use these prompt tweakers to further refine your search and the domain that you're interested in, and then you'll get back information that is relevant to you. So maybe we'll cover this ChatGPT search, and we'll do another prompt example. If you look at this ChatGPT search, you can simply say, search the web. Anytime you say, search the web for all search the web for the best reviews on the, I don't know, was it the Honda, what was the first model? The Toyota Highlander, right? On the Toyota Highlander, and give me a summary. Give me a 1-sentence summary of that review and a link to the website. So what you're going to notice, guys, here is that doing Google search has changed substantially, because now the younger generation, and even a lot of the generations, are changing the way that they use Google search. Not many people are going to Google anymore. A lot of people that use these large language models, they're actually prompting, and they're having the model do the search for them, because in addition to all the training that it did, it can go out to the web, get newer information that it might not have been trained on, and add it to its knowledge base, and then give you the answer. So you can see here, it came back with car and driver. Here's a summary, 1 sentence, car and driver. Here's a link. I can click on it. I'll go to car and driver. 2025 Toyota Highlander. Here's a Car Pro, Motor Trend, and so on. So far, so good. We've got a couple minutes, and then we'll open up for Q&A. I just want to show you a kind of a funny. There's a lot of crazy things that you can do with this. The limits are just your imagination, because I could say, give me this description in a Seinfeld comedy style. So apparently the Highlander is the perfect family car. If your family doesn't need to sit in the third row, because back there's basically the legroom equivalent of flying coach on Spirit Airlines. Link, car and driver. Car Pro, Seinfeld style. They say the Highlander rides smooth and quiet, which is great, unless you're trying to hear your phone on that wireless charger that somehow never charges anything. So you could see that you can change the style completely. Say, rewrite it in Shakespearean, I don't know if I know the style. So actually write it in Shakespearean style. Verily the Highlander doth serve the household well with grace and steadfast virtue. though it's hindmost whatever. You know, you could see like you could whatever you can imagine. Not only the tone, not only the questions about the topics that are of interest to you, but the actual tone and the style and how punchy and how many examples. I'm going to do one more prompt example, and these are like basic prompts again. And I feel pretty happy with the amount, with how much we covered. And I feel that with the first couple of boxes in the prompt compass, you guys are going to be kind of well on your way to start exploring what these large language models can do. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to collapse the tray. I'm going to start a new chat, right? And now I'm going to show you just a sample prompt on diet and exercise. So I'm going to say act as a dietitian. Sorry, right? And a dietitian and a personal trainer, right? So if you look at the how to prompt and like writing a good prompt and priming your prompt and prompt basics, we're just gonna follow that. So we're gonna give it a persona. I already did. Make it clear and concise. I want to lose 10 pounds. We don't have any international, do we? I think we do 5 kilograms of weight in the coming 3 months, for example, right? So I've kind of given it a goal, right? You can provide specific examples. I am a 54 years old male, and I weigh 183 pounds, I think now. Can't remember, 83 kilos. Yeah, 83 kilograms. Let it figure that out. 83 kilograms. And you can give it whatever. I am in good health, and exercise 3 times a day, right? And then I can specify a task. I want you to give me a simplified meal program, simplified meal and exercise program. Now, this is where prompt tweaking, qualifiers, and being more specific come in very handy, because I could say things like nothing proprietary, like the diet plans or anything like that. Nothing proprietary, and using everyday grocery items and simple weights system in the house, right? Because I want to be very specific. Maybe you want the opposite. Give me the best program that is available for meal planning that they will deliver to my house. Whatever, you could. It's yours, your circumstance, your context, the things that you actually care about, right? And now I'm going to give it the specific task. Give me. I'm just going to do like 1 week. Give me, or let's say 2 weeks. Give me a plan for 2 weeks for diet and exercise. So here's a 2-week fat loss plan, clean food, simple structure, and training. Guiding principles. It's telling me that you want your daily calories. This is so spot on. It's kind of weird. How much protein per day, carbs, no exotic ingredients, 3 workouts, blah, blah, blah. Weekly structure, daily meal plan, 2-week meal plan. Here's day 1, day 2, day 3. By the way, you can do it for 6 months. You can do it for 2 years. I mean, it can go that far. And you can even start giving it more specifics to say, don't repeat the same meal. Give me unique options for one, like a different type of a meal per day, but use common ingredients. You can go bonkers. You can go crazy with how specific you get, and the model will accommodate. And then if the one thing that I'll give you from some advanced prompting that's just very helpful is just say, put it in a table. Put it in a table, tabular format. So what it'll do is it'll take all of these 2 weeks, and it's going to give you the 2 weeks in a table. So it'll say day 1, meal 2, meal 3, snack, blah, blah, blah. This is by week, and I'm assuming it's going to have the exercise on one side. Week 2, so this is the exercise program. I'm sorry, my bad. This is the meal plan program, and this is the exercise program, right? Now you can very simply, you could say, combine the two tables in one, put them in an Excel file. So now I want to take these two tables, I want to put them in one table, and I want it to give me an Excel file. It's going to go do all that for me, and then I can just download it. So I'm going to stop here. I know I've covered quite a bit of information in the past 53 minutes, I guess. But let's open it up for questions in the chat, and I'll do my best to answer the questions. And if I can demo some prompts as well that you're interested in, I can do that as well.
Fadi, maybe can you paste the last prompt? Paste it into the chat. Perfect.
I think we're right up on time. It's 6 o'clock. Thank you, Ken. And I just want to thank everybody for attending this event, and look forward to more of these mini workshops. You can also, on the Academy, of course, on the website, send us if you want topics on AI or other things that you'd like to see mini series on. Would love to hear your opinions and thoughts on that as well. On what additional topics you'd like to see.
Yeah, we'll post a question on the bulletin board, so please go ahead and definitely share your thoughts. We'd like to make sure that these mini series are addressing the things that you kind of are struggling with on the spot. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Fadi. This was very helpful.
Absolutely.
And
thank you. Bye-bye.
everybody, enjoy your weekend.